Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you my first team using this new, allegedly mythic Bieska. This spell is absolutely shockingly bad, one of the worst I think I've ever seen for any mythic. Raging Spirit. Deal splash damage to 3 random enemies, and it's not a high amount either. Boosted by enraged allies, and gain enraged. Yes, that is it. But the boost on this is only ×2, which basically means even if with the whole team, your whole team enraged, the damage is only going to go up by 8, which is nothing. It's really, really, really bad. So how good are the traits? Sometimes a mythic can be saved by the traits. For example, Possessed King. Still deemed as a really good mythic. Not because of the spell. The spell does damage to all, and it can actually transform one of the enemies into a daemon, and it can be worse than the enemy that is there, actually making it work against you. But the point is, the unstable possession of the Possessed King, that third trait, which explodes 2 gems when you make a 4 match, is the saviour of that mythic. Because basically, a lot of people still see that as a really, really good troop to pop into a 4th slot when the main bread and butter of your team are the first 3 troops. And that 4th space is kind of spare. The Possessed King is like a really good kind of troop to pop into that last place. So will Bieska be saved in the same kind of way? Well, certainly not by the first one. Accursed, all enemies lose 2 random skill points. Bit lame. Infernal armor, reflect 25% of skull damage. Right. Gaping wounds. This is the one which could make a difference. Inflict bleed and terror on random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. So with that, if we get a loopy-doopy team going with this, we can actually get terror on the whole team, on the whole enemy really quickly. And if they're in last spot, that last troop in last place can have a chance to run away. It's kind of like a death mark coming in and getting an instant kill. And the good thing about that is the troop that's then above them is, again, by default, now the last troop. They have a chance to just run away. So if we get a loopy-doopy team and we end our loop, then basically we have a chance to just make the entire team run away kind of one after the other in a little bit of luck. So basically, what we can do is go for a team like this. It could be any loopy-doopy team that you like. Queen Bee would work really, really well as well. But I'm going with this. I'm going with Wonder Stars in a 50% start class with like Archer. Geomance would work really well. But I like Archer for this because basically we've got several other things that which are useful at the same time. We get that nice start with mana. We gain 1 life for each green ally. We have a 15% chance for skull damage to be lethal. If that just happens by fluke, happy days. We can start with the enemy root trapped. We get a leaf storm at the start, which really helps our loop potential. All green allies gain 5 armor, and we have dodge as well. So yeah, very, very nice in Archer class. But the point of this is to basically loop with King Gobtruffle as much as we can to create all those 4 matches to get all that terror going on, because that is the only good thing about this troop. Honestly, it is the only decent way to use it. I mentioned in the key opening on this how you could use it with the Empress to boost up that power, but you shouldn't have to keep on boosting up mythics with the Empress to make them decent. It's like, so I'm avoiding that. Not going down that road. So yeah, going to rely on the terror being useful then to see if it works or not. Banner for this, just a good old +2 green woodland banner from the Forest of Thorns. Could reuse all the colours with Wand of Stars. Right, let's jump into a Explore 12 and then see what we can do. 3 times nice for this. Anywhere is fine. Wild Plains it is. So we're using this team in a non-traditional way. We're not using the troop because of its spell, because it's absolutely rubbish. We're using it to try and take advantage of that gaping wounds with lots of different 4 matches. So let's try and get some, I was going to say green or something, but no green there. So we'll cast the wand like that. That is absolutely fine. Right, so we've got a chance now to get a loop in with Gobtruffle. Take a 4 match like that. There you go, the bottom troop has been terrorised. Being in last place means they can just run off. They can just literally do a runner. Not going to bother with the spell. It's not worth it. Let's keep on casting that wand. Get those 4 matches. Top troop has died. We've got the whole team terrorised now. So if the loop failed or stopped with Gobtruffle, then basically there's a chance that we could mess the team up. Or they could run off. And you can even use this as a finisher. Go on. Let's do a bit of use, mate, at the bottom there. Quite handy if your second Gobtruffle in this team didn't get charged up. But any loopy-doopy team will work okay to get the whole other team terrorised, providing they're not immune, of course. Let's grab that, get our Wandy Poo up. There we go, got some 4 matches. The second troop is terrorised. Let's see if we can loop with this, creating those 4 matches. Bottom troop is terrorised again. So if we lost our turn, then basically there's a chance that they can run off. But that is the best thing about this troop, unfortunately. And it's like... it's pretty bad. But as a 4th troop, sort of backer-upper, when you got the first 3 troops at the main bread and butter of the team, they're doing all the heavy lifting kind of thing, then it's a okay one to stick into last place. As I said, like Possessed King is deemed as an okay mythic. It's a fairly decent mythic, a lot of people say, simply because of that 3rd trait. So we've got the last 2. They can run off and be terrorised. They can just do a runner. We'll have a 4 match there though, but we'll take that, and that's it. We've got another troop terrorised. We'll grab some of that. Bond completely messed me up. Come on, let's have somebody actually run away. This is not worth casting. Absolute rubbish. We'll keep on seeing if we can get those 4 matches and see if anybody will run off. But no one's run off. The bottom troop has got a chance every single turn to just run away. But it's not happening. They're scared, but they're not scared. They're quivering in their boots. See, the gob truffles aren't charged up now, but we can use this as a finisher to finish them off. So he's ever so slightly useful at the end. A little bit. A little bit. Not much. Just a bit. And if you get lucky with that terror, it can come in pretty quick, of course. But again, this is making the most out of a bad situation, basically, because the spell itself is absolute rubbish. It really is. If you get lucky with a terror, like that troop at the bottom now can actually just run off. Wouldn't mind at least one of them running off for a demonstration of the video, but if they don't, then King Gobtruffle will show why he is overall so much better troop than what is supposed to be a new mythic. But yes, it is what it is. It's the terror part of that is the best part of that, because the spell part is absolute rubbish. And if you get lucky with a terror, it can help you out. But other than that, Bieska, mate, you are terrible. Absolute terrible. Anyway, there it is. There's a video. We can only polish that poo turd so much. There it is. There's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and feel free to share the video amongst your friends, your fellow Gems of War players, things like that. Those word of mouth referrals and recommendations which really help the channel out. I've done my ending speech thinking we were on the last battle, but we have another one, so let's see what happens. We have another bonus battle at the end of our video. See if anybody will actually run off in terror. Could have taken that 4 match at the bottom then. Decided not to. Went against the grain. Come on. Somebody must be scared enough to run away. Come on, last troop, run off. Throw me a bone here. Yes! He finally ran away. He finally ran away, and then we'll let him be the hero and finish off, making himself look like he's at least vaguely useful.